niko nyumbani mama. Nashukuru wazazi wangu wakati wowote, shauri wao umeniletea mafanikio mema. Sasa naishi na watu vizuri, sasa naishi.
Thank you very much. You are doing a very great job. So, I think who has enjoyed that song like me? Who? By show of hands. Has anyone there enjoyed the song like me? Wow. Okay.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor, Mr. Charles Mutasa Kafero. He is the president of KD Foundation. He is already here with us. Please join me and we welcome him. The Somalian team, the team from Somalia, kiss all these cultures on this day. DJ, are you ready? The Sudanese DJ, there is a song I gave you for Sudan. Please, you can play it. The food is coming. We have around 10 to 15 minutes to go for food. But please, I request you that you don't do what? You don't do that one, okay? Because the food is enough. Make sure you are orderly. Wow!
The problem is language barrier. So please come to all the Kampala Adult School. It is the only school where you will learn all the language, including Luganda. So for me, because I know how to speak Luganda, there is a message that I've picked in this song. The message is that all the Kampala Adult School is the best school in Kampala City. It is the best adult school in Kampala City. That is one of the messages that's one of the message in the song. He was singing about the goodness of all the Kampala Adult School.
I'm Congolese by nationality. And today we are here for celebrating our graduation part. Then I want to take this chance to thank God who has made us to attain this rank. My friends and I, we are going to talk about this beautiful country, Uganda. So let's give him chance to introduce himself.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And also congratulations for the graduation. Thank you so much.
So we are going to talk about Uganda. Uganda is the best country in East Africa, led by our good president, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Uganda is a peaceful country in Africa. Uganda is the first of economic growth in Africa. So, in hospitality, Uganda is very good. People, they are kind. They know how to welcome people. So I'm happy to be here in Uganda because I feel at home. So my friend have another things I want to listen to him.
They have nice beaches and nice places for tours. Also the other things, if you want to save place and peace in Africa, you have to come in Kampala. They are very safe, their citizens lively and friendly. They don't have any problem with people and foreigners. All stay like brothers and all people they respect like their mothers and fathers. Also I want to thank for the government of Uganda to open for us their door to come as foreigners to live their country.
So, currently my name is Badr Muhammad.
I come from Sudan, by nationality Sudanese. I'm proud to be Sudanese. So let us. I give the chance for my friend and introduce herself.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rahab Nur Al Huda. I'm from Sudan. I'm proud to be a Sudanese by nationality. I've been here in Uganda for so many years, but I will never forget my motherland, Sudan.
That is great. Really, I appreciate that. Go ahead, my sister. So then, before I start, let us please make some noise for our teacher Habat and all the teachers. Please make noise. So I'm going to start talking about the world. First, what is the world? The world is the general debate as violent conflicts between states or nations. Nations go to war for diversity of their reasons or different of the reasons. So that is the definition of the world. And we have the example for the world first. The World War first is the status 1914, then and 1918. The second world is status is 1940 and 1945. So that is the example of the world. And now we have the colonial of the world. The Vietnam War started is 1955 and in of 1975.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I begin with salutation of angels, peace, First Nation, peace administration, to stand among you to present you our school. Today is marvelous day. It's wonderful day for me. Me and my friend, we're going to tell you the way of success or the road of success. First of all, guys, do today that your future will call you. Guys, fall in love with success. Fall in love, the habits brings you success. Every painful person has, every painful story has success ending. Every successful person has painful story. Keep going and moving. Guys, today it is more hard for us because we achieved our dream. We started in English, we don't know anything, but right now we did a lot of things. And permit me to appreciate my wonderful people as my teachers, guests of honor, and my friends, all the people and parents, and thank you so much. Permit me to give the chance for my friend.
Okay, I'm going to explain about road to success. No matter what our goals are, the road to success is full of challenge and difficulties. However, it is this challenge and difficulties that for our will and determination allows us to grow and progress. Let's take a look at how people who present and overcome adversity succeed. The first step for successful people is to have a clear goal. They know what they want and have set clear goals and plan for it. However, goals by themselves are not enough to actually success. They also require action and presence. Successful people are not afraid of failure. They say it as a necessary bridge to success. Each failure is a very good learning opportunity. They learn from the failure.
I am very glad that today is our day. Let us enjoy this day because it will not come back.
Let us enjoy. Well, now, you clap fast and let us enjoy this day. First of all, I would thank my parents, especially my mom, who supported me unconditionally, and my teachers who have inspired me and inspired us, all of us, and our friends who were being the pillars that were strengthening us to be here today. I would thank you, all of you. My name is Faisal Harun of the Shapem. I am African. And I love all the people here as they are African. I can't say that you like that. No. Today, we are all African. I don't know who is Sudanese, who is Somali, who is... I love you, all of you.
Good morning. My name is Ibrahim Abdullah Yusuf and I am from Somalia. First of all, I want to thank my mother for encouraging me to study English, and that's why today I have this confidence to speak in front of you. And also, thank you my sister for supporting me. Thank you.
Okay, today we are going to talk about the English language. First of all, I need to talk about the skills of English language and how you develop it. Because all of us here, or majority of us, they are not the native speakers and they learn English as the second language. So, the first skill in English language that we have is listening. Because listening is the first step that you start to know or to start to speak English. And if you need to improve this one, you listen carefully to the people who speak English, because English is not easy like you think about. But when you start to talk, you will be very perfect at it. The second thing, I'm going to talk about the speaking. Because after you hear what the teacher tells you, or what the teacher tells you, at that time, you're going to understand that's how you're going to pronounce the word and start really speaking. And when you start speaking, it is mean that now you become perfect at this language and now you are ready to speak. So, when you practice the language too much, here you will be the best person. Because it is depend on practice all the skills that we have, as first listening and second speaking. So, the third one, it is the reading. And we have the proverb said, today reader, tomorrow leader. When you read too much, you will gain more information. And you will know that this world have many things that you ignore, and it helps you as to talk to the people or the native speakers without even without hesitation like that. And the fourth, or the last one, it is writing.
We are so grateful. Thank you for coming in big multitudes. I thank you so much. If I may tell you our secret, yesterday when we were here with my friends, we stood here and we agreed. We were a group of 4 people, 4 to 5. We agreed, we said, we have done all the preparations. God has helped us, but we don't know whether people will come in big numbers. But we thank God, He has made it for us. We prayed for 3 things. We prayed for the good weather, we prayed for the big numbers of people, and we prayed for peace. And now all they are existing in this place. Allow me also thank the organizers of this wonderful function. Really the teachers of all the Kampala that school, plus all the teams that have helped us in organizing, especially the service providers. I have only one word to say. I thank you, I do really appreciate you, and may God bless you. We are so grateful. As you have been told, in Africa, most people, when they are invited to give speeches, they give too long speeches, but my speech is too short. First of all, I want to give you the brief background of all the Kampala Diet School. So as Ugandans, the younger people, when I was in the senior 4 first term, I decided to help these foreigners. And what came up in my mind, I decided to teach them from their houses. We could go house to house, I teach them, and some of my brothers also joined me. Eventually, we decided to move out from the houses and get a nursery school where we could handle those big numbers of students. If I may remind you, I was also telling our guest of honor that all the Kampala Adult School, the initial capital that started this school was 7,000 Ugandan shillings in 2009. That was the capital that we paid for rent. There are most Ugandans who have millions of money, but it's hard for them to start a small business. Because whenever they have that money, they only say that the money is still too little. But with 7,000 Ugandan shillings, look at the numbers now we have. Now how much money are we earning from 7,000? I also told the guest of honor, I told him when people could call me Director Lucky, I never knew the meaning of that word. I went to my dad. I asked my dad, what is the meaning of the word director? My dad told me, go and ask your teacher. I went to the teacher, I asked, teacher, what is the meaning of the word director? The teacher was able to explain the word. I was so happy. We, as all the Kampala Adult School, our happiness is to see that Africans can communicate effectively in English language, French, Arabic, Swahili, Luganda, and other languages that can unite us. Most Africans are facing a challenge. Even when foreigners come as refugees here in Uganda, they face a challenge of communication. And when you don't know English, someone can call you stupid. I personally witnessed that when I moved from Uganda to South Sudan. Sudanese could come in my house and say, Tamam, and I never knew what to answer. I could only say, me Ugandan, me Ugandan, me Ugandan. And most of them could come and see me as if I was a tourist attraction. They could call their friends and gather in the morning to see me. And they say, hello Ugandan, tamam, tamam, tamam. And I say, wallahi me Ugandan, wallahi me Ugandan. And tomorrow they call another group. After 5 days, I was so lucky. I got a student who was studying from Kawente Mbogo, who knew Arabic and English. Then I started telling her, teach me how to greet in Arabic. Teach me how to ask food in Arabic. Teach me how to ask for the direction in Arabic. After 5 days, I went to my friend and I greeted them. Tamam, itakwais, alhamdulillah, ana kef. And they could ask me in Arabic. They could ask, I remember in 2000, ism takishunu? And the other one, when they say ism takishunu, you say ism laki. And she told me, if you are married, you say anam tuzouj. And she told me, she taught me some words there. She told me, if they ask you, ita der shunu, you say ana der akli. So I was able to express myself and go and talk to the people wherever I wanted to go. I never knew what to say. And the man would ask me in Kinyarwanda, Ora Shakati, Ora Vugati. And he goes. But after years, I was able to learn. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the Kampala Adult School, as I have told you that we have an aim of helping people to communicate effectively. Also you, as a Ugandan, as a foreigner, we call upon you to come and be part of us. Workers, to come and learn these international languages, because they will help you to run government offices effectively, especially the Office of Internal Affairs. Because I have ever faced that challenge with an Arab. And that is all the Kampala Adult School. For that very reason, my fellow Ugandans, that's why all the Kampala has managed to be great. Just give me a moment. Yesterday, I was looking at the statistics of the illiterate people in Africa. Let me give Uganda alone, we have 9.2 Ugandans who cannot read and write. That is a disaster. 9.2 Ugandans who cannot read and write. 63.2% who cannot read and write. Chad, 59.8% who cannot read and write. All those high numbers, most people who are illiterate are women. Those ones who cannot read and write. And you know, if a woman is not educated, that is a disaster in a family. True. If you were to give your wife medicine to give to the children, and the doctor advises that in the morning 2, in the evening 2, the wife cannot read and write. The wife can give in the morning 4 and in the evening 2. The child eventually will die. So as my fellow Africans, we have to wake up and reduce these numbers. I want to appreciate the government of Somalia and Somalis in general for embracing the idea of adult education. The Somalis who normally come to Uganda are not ashamed of carrying books to come to school. But you go to Ugandans. A Ugandan can come to school to learn English and hides the book in the pocket. Why? The reason being that most Ugandans laugh at people who go to school when they are old. That's bad. You, as a parent, as a guardian, as a wife, as a husband, should encourage your fellow to go to school. The reason being, education is light. If a friend does not attain education, it's also hard for the government to streamline its policies. So for that very reason, I encourage all of you, Sudanese from Khartoum, we thank you for the few months you have been in Uganda. Most of you now are already at school. You have not waited for the war to end. Congolese, we thank you. However much you know French, you have also come to school. Comoros, for you have been our friends for the long time. Encourage your friends to come to school. If I may remind you, my mother could not communicate effectively in the English language. She could not read and write. I was the first person to encourage her to come and learn from Old Kampala Adult School, and she was among the first graduates here in this school in 2009. She also went and did P7. If now you can go to her church, you can hear the English that she speaks when she's preaching, and we are proud of her. They are not only earning a living, but they are contributing to our GDP. And Uganda is earning revenue from the skills that we are imparting to these people. At school, as you know that most people come from the war-torn countries, I'm telling you people, to handle people from the war-torn countries, it's hard. Because someone can explain to you and tell you, they have killed my mother, they have killed my brother, they have killed my aunt, so I'm the one to die next. And we also give them those people, we also give them counseling and guidance. It's not easy to make these people happy. You can go to a class. I remember one time I told these people that come and give us one of your best moments. I brought a tug of war in class. Every student started crying. Is Al-Majid around? Is Al-Majid around? Are you around? What about Muhammad? So they are there. One time I asked a class that give me one of your best moments in life. The whole class started crying. They said, teacher, for us since we were born, we have never got any happiness. Isn't that a challenge? And when they started explaining, I am the one who ended the class. I could not handle the unbearable circumstances that these people pass through. So all the Kampala Adult School has been there as a parent, has been there as a guardian, has been there as a friend, has been there as a neighbor. We don't only stop on that. In Uganda, we have some people, I don't know whether they are from security, from where, but let security take note of that. Sometimes they detain these people. And because they use that challenge, that because most of them do not know how to express themselves in English, they always call us, we rush there. And when you reach there, they tell you to release this person, we need $200. Because most of them, when they look at me, they think I'm from Somalia. Somalis, am I not from your country? And when others look at me, they think I'm from Khartoum.
No, you're from Uganda, sir.
And others, when they look at me, they think I'm from Niyala. So when I go there, they tell me, you know what? Pay this man. I tell them, sorry, my brothers, me, I am a Ugandan from Fort Portal City. But it is 100,000. Foreigners, how much do you pay? 100,000. Makerere University and other government institutions, if you take that example, it will be helpful. All government institutions and all private institutions, let school fees be equal for our fellow Africans. Those things of saying this is a foreigner does not get money from the tree. I think a foreigner should be helped because a foreigner is in a foreign land, but not to be exploited. I think that one is also taken. It's clear. At Old Kampala Adult School, the age doesn't matter. But sometimes when a foreigner comes when he's 60 years to learn English, sometimes you find they reject him. They say you are too old to learn.